So thank you, Mr. Umar Farooq, coming and giving us a time.
Okay, thank you
So,
very much.
what is the purpose of this visit? Why you are in Delhi all again?
I am from Turkey, so there are many common things between Turkish people and Indian people. One of my visit, I have been in Ahmedabad and Bhuj earthquake. We brought Turkish relief. We came to Ahmedabad in that time for Turkish relief activities. In this time also we are here to visit some of the Indian experiences in university hostels programs.
So your country, Turkey, basically we regard Turkey as the lone example or even the best example in the Muslim world, which represents a plural society. Yes. And even you people are very secular, the same atmosphere what we are having in India. So what is your example of this kind of a governance? What is the lesson you want to give to the people of this country?
We are not going to give any lesson. We are here to learn, in fact. But first of all, as Muslims, we must understand that we are not living in this globe alone. There are many others who are living with us, who are sharing this world. So that is why we have to promote, we have to develop projects to learn to live together with others. Turkey, yes, it is a secular country, but it is in the same time a Muslim country because more than 95% of Turkish population is a Muslim. So Turkish Muslims know very well how to live with others, not only in Turkey, including Muslims who are living in Germany and in other parts of the European countries. So we are learning also from Indian Muslims, because Indian Muslims are living with others in peace and tranquility. So we are here also to learn many things, but it is not easy job. You see, there are some others who are trying to break this peace between different groups and ethnicities. Yes, we are facing some problems in our borders.
Particularly because yours being yes. a conglomeration of, I think, or even a country where more than 36 ethnic identities, I understand.
We have some ethnic identities, but we don't, you see, in Ottoman time, we had a concept which is called millet concept. In millet concept, there are only two ethnicities. One is Muslim and others are non-Muslims. That is why we don't consider ethnicities according to definition of Western understandings, perspectives. So this globe is not only for Muslims, this globe is not for others. We have to live together in this globe.
What actually is the space your government is giving to these groups? I mean politically and economically, even socially. But why I am asking you this question is very pertinent, because nowadays it is, the media is at least giving us a kind of notion that your government is an authoritarian government, and that doesn't want other people to be with them.
I don't know what does it mean authoritarian government, but in Turkey we have many newspapers and journals who are writing on daily basis against our president. So and opposition parties are talking very freely against our president and against government. Yes, there is a full democracy in Turkey, but there is also a limit for democracy.
So how we can differentiate between these two limits?
You see, if you don't carry any weapon against the government, against the state, if you don't disturb the others in the country, if you don't create a problem for security, you are free to say whatever you like to say. But of course, if you are blaming others on non-basis, on the basis of some non-true basis, so others will claim in the court. So others will blame you in the court. So if there are some court problems, it is not related to democracy. Others are also looking for their rights. But you can say why some of the journalists are in jail nowadays. They are not in jail because they are journalists. They are not in jail because they are expressing their views. They are in jail because they are connected to some organization which have created some security problems in the country.
So this is, I mean,
as far as ethnicity concerned, for instance, we have a terror problem with PKK. PKK is a terrorist organization which is operating inside and outside of Turkey. It is a terrorist organization. So it doesn't mean that PKK is representing all the Kurds. So majority of the MPs from Kurdish side of Turkey are belong to ruling party.
So that means the Kurds have come very fast near to your organization, and nowadays they are keeping us, they are supporting your government.
I am telling you, majority of the Kurds are supporting existing ruling party, AK Party, in the country. So it means AK Party is not a nationalist party. AK Party is not creating divisions among the people, but AK Party doesn't allow any organization, any terrorist organization who is threatening the state, because state is for all the people, not only for Kurds or not only for Turks, for everybody. So our duty for all people to save the state, because we don't have another state in the region.
Okay, let us say something about the recently failed coup attempt in your country.
Yes.
And what have your government zeroed into the reasons who abetted and who aided this coup attempt, and what is there any inquiry going on?
You see, we had many military coups in Turkey. Maybe we have to learn some democracy from Indian democracy, because you don't have any military coup in India. This is something very important and very good sign of democracy. But military coups in general, they come to power. They are trying to come to power with certain reasons. For instance, there is a security problem in the country, there is an economical problem in the country, there is a financial problem there in the country. So there was no any single reason among these reasons to bring the military coup in the country. It was very simple. It was a military coup against Turkey, not against certain political parties, because Turkey is bigger than its geographical border. Turkey is bigger than its geographical border from historical aspect, geographical aspect, economic aspect. So there are certain forces in the world, not only in Turkey. They want to stop Turkey to not make it bigger and bigger. Turkey now one of the most important economical countries, economic power in G20.
Here I just wanted to ask you something. Is that Turkey has that kind of an expansionist plan that they want to engage to other areas of the world?
No, but they want to stop its impact. You see, for instance, Turkey is only 80 million with its population, which is not very big in number. In fact, one of the small districts of India is bigger than Turkey. For instance, when we think that Turkey is Indian Muslims, for instance, with 200 million and other Muslims in the world, with Turkey, it means it is a big major power in the world. And yes, Muslims in the world have favor for Turkey. So they want to break this favor for Turkey, because Turkey is fighting for the rights of oppressed people in the world. For instance, when Erdogan says the world is bigger than 5, so it means this is something very different perspective for oppressed people in the world, because 5 countries, you know, 5 countries are controlling the destiny of all nations in the world. When Erdogan is saying this and announcing this in a very high level in the United Nations, so it is something very different than other things. So Turkey has impact on oppressed nations and developing nations. So they want to break this impact. They want to break this influence on the other nationalities.
So many elected Muslim governments, even in Egypt, they didn't stand up to these coup attempts and they failed. How do you people manage it?
Because we had many bad experiences in the past. When there is military coup in Turkey, many generations failed to develop themselves. They could not get education, and our economy failed, and we had many problems, internal and international problems. So we are passing a very strategic period of the history. So if there is a military coup, we will go back 50 years back again. So our economy is very good now. Our international on international level, we are very strong, and we don't have security problems in big cities, at least only in borders to some extent. So we don't need any military coup in the country. So everybody, leftist groups, secularist groups, Islamic groups, all parties, all political parties stood against the tanks, against the warplanes of all countries, unfortunately, and they failed the military coup which wanted to take place in Turkey.
Was this coup attempt abetted or even designed or manipulated by other people who were sitting outside your country?
Yeah, of course, the outsiders wanted to cooperate with some local people, of course. Local people means some Turkish people, but by the blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Turkish army did not stand with this military coup. That is why it failed, because there is no unity against people in the army.
So can you share some details about the ongoing trial on this case, and particularly European Union has warned you, if you are going to impose the death penalty again to your country, they will remove you from European Union.
Yes, we warned European Union many times, as you know, because you know, when our security is concerned with our entity in Turkey, Turkey is not ready to listen to anyone. It was a matter of security for us, for all nations. So if European Union is in favor of democracy, they are supposed to support democratic government of Turkey, not those who are attempting military coup in Turkey. So all those who are member of this military coup, whether they were civilians, officers, or soldiers, or policemen, they are going to be tried in Turkey. They are on trial nowadays.
Where does this trial stand right now? I mean, its process is going on and it's almost going to finish.
No, this process is going on. Some of them appeared in the courts, and then they put in jails, and some of them appeared in the courts and they were innocent, and they have been out nowadays.
But there was a bit of astonishment, but very next day after the coup attempt, you removed most of the judges from their post. Because how do you know, this was a pre-assumption or a pre-occupation of...
No, you know, in Turkey, everybody knows each other. So we know each other.
So you had some...
we know each other. We know each other. We have intelligence service also. We have all the reports and records of these people.
So you were expecting a coup?
No, that we didn't expect it that much. There were some remorse, of course, in Turkey, that there were some uneasiness by some outsiders. Maybe they can utilize some of internal forces against government. Yes, we were expecting, but we didn't expect, especially from this group, can be utilized against Erdogan government.
There is an allegation that by doing so, you are somehow appointing loyalists to the judiciary, and even you are silencing the press.
You cannot bring any single secular person who has been taken out of the office.
Okay, there are at least, as I heard, nearly or more than
understand this point. There is not any single leftist person who has been taken out of his office, but the members of this underground organization, yes, they are taken out of their office, because you see there are some criminals. There are many criminals. Where you will take these criminals? You will take them to court. And the advocates and the court members are member of this underground organization. How you will solve this problem in the country? So you have to take them out of the court at least for certain times. Then you will solve this problem. Otherwise, you have to expect another military coup.
Even there are reports coming in, as many as, I don't know exactly what is the number, 150 or so media establishments were shut down in Turkey after the coup.
No, that is not correct.
No, even at least there are certain numbers of media establishments.
Yes, of course, because they belong to this underground organization.
So does that in a way affected your press freedom in your country?
When you are supporting terrorism, and when you are in favor of the terrorism, when you are promoting terrorism, it means you are unallowed media in the country.
Your foreign minister recently came to India, and he was heard in saying in New Delhi that some terror groups have come into our country and who actually aided and abetted the coup attempt in your country. Can you spell out who are they, what they are doing?
Terrorist groups can move from country to country. I'm sure he knows that some of the terrorist groups are in your country, so you have to take care of them.
Now, is that he mentioning about Fatullah Gulen group?
So it means you have to take care of them.
No, if they are in India.
Yes, of course.
Now, your government publicly demanded that they are terrorists and they should be packed back.
Yes, they are terrorists because they are considered by law. They are terrorist organization because they take part in military coup, in the last military coup attempt.
That means their leader Fatahullah Gulen, he is residing in America.
He was organizing this this military coup. That is why the Turkish government considers him as a terrorist.
Did America accepted your allegation and
The Turkish government sent many documents to United States.
what is their response?
There are some bargains going on. It's a matter of bargain. So Turkey will bargain and Americans will bargain, and they will send him out of the country if they don't handle it to him to Turkey. But we will see what will happen.
No, you are expecting an extradition.
Yeah, we are expecting.
So,
If America is a democratic country, yes.
if America is a
Yes, of course. Because they must not keep the terrorist organization in their country. Democracy doesn't mean that you compromise with terrorist organizations in your country.
This is something different I am going to ask you. Pakistan's stand on Kashmir, I understand it's been accepted by Turkey and your government is supporting Pakistan in, at least in Kashmir issue. So what you would like to say while you are in India about this case?
This is not an easy question for me because Kashmiri issue is expressed and propagated by many other groups and organizations. But as far as my position or our government position is concerned, Kashmiri problem must be solved peacefully between two countries. Kashmir is a very small land comparing with India and comparing with Pakistan. Because of this small land, these two countries must not destroy each other. This is our position, in fact. So our president visited India in the past to discuss this matter with the Indian authorities in the past. What happened after he left his hotel? Almost after 1 month, there was a bomb blast in the same hotel. So there were some signals from outsiders that they don't want Turkey to support Indian government to solve its problem with Pakistani friends.
So, but your government is openly keeping your stand with Pakistan and not taking a neutral stand as you are saying it here.
No, you see, if you come to Turkey and discuss with Turkish authorities, they will try to help you people also.
So, and there are some other allegation coming about your country, particularly after this coup and all. This is a very corrupted country. Your Turkey.
Do you think so?
You know, I'm asking you.
More corrupt.
And even the president son Bilal, there were reports coming about his.
You see, when you are fighting with a terrorist organization, of course, terrorist organizations also will fight against you. So they will put a lot of allegations against you. But there are courts in Turkey. If there are some allegations, they will take these criminals, if there are some criminals, to the court. Courts are still working. Turkey is a still democratic country. But if you create your own allegations with untrue documents, that is something different. Because this kind of propaganda is going on in Turkey more than 3 years. Okay, and Turkish people, more than 49% of Turkish people supported again to existing government. It means Turkish people did not believe or did not buy this kind of allegations.
No, Erdogan was elected again because he helped to.
I'm not talking about Erdogan. I'm talking the latest government of Turkey. It has been elected with 49% of the votes.
No, whatever the reason may be, but I was heard that economically they helped the people, and as of now, Turkey is going down, and even after having a good tourism industry and having a good exalted business industry.
And your information.
Your currency is, in comparing to other countries, it is going down.
No, that is not correct. Exactly, that is not correct. Maybe you are getting very wrong information. You have to check your resources again, sources again. You see, can you imagine after military coup, within 3 days, everything was okay in Turkey. Maybe you listened this before during the time of military coup, but there is no such information in Turkey. Otherwise, there will be very big economical shock in Turkey, and Turkish people will not stand with existing government. So people are happy, and all different walk of people are happy in Turkey. That is why you will see in next elections again, after all these allegations by terrorist organizations here and there, Turkish people will stand with existing government, and you will see that.
And if these are allegations or accusations from the terrorist organizations.
Yes, exactly.
They are also saying that Turkey is helping and abetting the ISIS in some part of the country, much near to the border of.
This is a very, very good question. So Turkey fighting inside of Syria, against which forces the Turkey fighting nowadays? Thank you.
So what
Turkey is fighting against UPG, and Turkey fighting against ISIS. You see, and ISIS created a lot of problems inside of Turkey, and on daily basis there is a war between Turkey and ISIS. So nobody is buying this kind of allegations nowadays. It was in the past, but nobody is buying these allegations.
So what actually Turkey is doing, rather than offering some words to the people of Syria?
We are offering our home to 3 million people in Turkey. That is something very important. No Arab countries could offer their homes for 3 million Syrians in their countries. No Muslim countries accepted Syrians in their countries. So when you offer your home, I think that is something very great.
So your Prime Minister was recently saying that United Nations, they failed to their obligations, and this is a failed body. So how you are going to find out a solution to the ongoing Syrian crisis?
We are not responsible for all the problems, but
how you can help?
We are helping already, because we received our brothers in our countries. We consider them our guests in Turkey. Maybe even they can be citizens in the future. That is also we are discussing these matters. But as far as Syrian problem as a political problem, as a military problem, it is not a problem of Turkey. It is a matter of international issue. So this problem has to be solved by international forces, United States, Russia, and regional forces. And Turkey is only one of these countries.
So what is your relation nowadays with Israel? Is it developing into a different mode, or it is going as it was earlier?
No, it is normalizing. It is normalizing, but it will not be as it was in the past. But it is normalizing day by day.
So what do you have to say about the ongoing war? I think we are almost in the brink of a war with Pakistan. India and the two countries are going to fight again. So what you would like to say?
In fact, I follow this kind of stories since more than 30 years. I hope it will not be serious, because since 30 years it was not very serious. It was, I listened many stories about this kind of problems, but it seems in this time more serious than previous stories. As I told you about the Kashmiri problem, I don't want to see two countries are destroying each other, because two countries are nuclear country. I don't want to see these two countries which are living in the same region destroying each other for the sake of a very small issue, which is Kashmir issue.
What will be the relation with your government and ours in the coming days? What do you expect?
It is dependent on you. I mean, if your government are coming to Turkey frequently and visiting us, there will be very good relations. I think there is no any biased views about India, at least in the government levels. That is why our foreign minister was in India.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you. Thank you.